I'm joined today by Patience Pat Phiri, who is a media personality and plant mom. I recently found out. And yeah, we're going to be having a conversation today on Unearth with Patience. Patience, welcome.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be on the other side? Because I know you're usually the one asking the questions.
I am unsure about the questions, but it feels nice because I'm not the one who has to deal with producers and worry about content, and I can just be badly behaved.
You can just be patient.
I know, right?
All right, so as you know, here at Unearth, we have a tradition where we ask our guests to bring something, and Patience has insisted on waiting until this moment. I don't even know what she brought, so I'm a bit worried. Patience, what do you have for us today?
You sound so worried. Okay, I won't bring out what she thought I would. I bring out this.
Okay.
Should I tell the story or I just
Tell the story.
This bracelet is very special to me. I never take it off unless if I'm at the airport or if Nala says take it off and show us, I will take it off. But I live my life with it. I've been wearing it for 14 years. Wow. This was my mother's bracelet. She bought it, well, when she got this one and that one. But this one is the one that's closest to my heart because the day she passed, she had it on. So when I took it off, when you have to keep other things from people, I took it and I wore it from that day and I've never taken it off. So I carry her and who she is in my life and wara, all those things, you know. But anyway, that's the sad part. Let's get to the fun part. So that's my treasured thing. My bracelets, you know, my bracelets are treasured. So these were my mother's, but this one is the one that
you feel most connected
yes,
to.
when I'm about to do something bad.
You remember your mom?
I remember her and I was like, I'm sorry. And I go in and I do it anyway.
Okay, sure. All right. So you're also a mom.
I am.
To a young man.
To an amazing child. My son is 21 in November. He's doing his second year in varsity. He is not like me, but he is, other people have children, because look, but I'm God's favorite, so I got the best one. And that's him. He's everything. I call him a champion. He is, I got the best one.
You got the best
I got the best one. But look, you get what you can, but if you're me, you get the best.
And so, like, you have a son.
Mm-hmm.
How has it been being a mom to a boy?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's hard because also remember I'm raising a young man at a time where men are said to be trash, at a time where women feel black men. Let me be clear, I don't know about white men because Gita will like you. But where black men are struggling to find their position in life because women have come in and we're coming in and we're saying we can do it all. We are this, we are that. And black men are struggling to find their place because all of a sudden it's all about the girl child, it's all about women, it's all about this. And no one is saying to black men, you are kings. We see you. We love you. We are here for you. We are supporting you. We are behind you. Everything, you know? So raising a son at this time, a black man who's going to be excellent, you know, it's really hard because the world, I can love him, I can give him everything, but then he's going to go out into a world where the first thing they will see is that he's black. The first thing they will see, they'll think, hey, Zimbabwe, and everything will come for my son. But I'm hoping that with the love that we've given him as a family, as friends, and everything, he will always know that more than just being a black man, He's a king. He is needed in society. He has his role to play, and no one should ever take him down. So it's fun. A feminist raising a son, but it's fun.
Oh, I love how you're bringing that out, because I mean, this show, in as much as it's mostly geared towards women, we do understand that men do have a role to play in this community. We don't kick them out and say
no. We all have a role. I really think that the only problem that happens is that when we think one is less than the other, and people, I must correct this. Feminists, we love men. I love men. We just hate some behaviors. It's not the people that we hate. We just hate behaviors. So please listen. It's men have a role to play, just as women have a role to play. We all just need to come together, support each other. King, queen, happy.
That's powerful. That's really powerful. All right. So we'll move to the next part, which, I mean, I've been waiting to ask you this. when I first came to know about Patience, this was in 2017, I think. There was a particular photo shoot. And these pictures, let's just say they were hot.
Wow.
Can you tell me more about that?
Which ones are they? Hey, me and Skin.
You had
the feather thing.
Yes.
Strangely that you ask. Now, I got a Facebook memory, wada thing. That was 2016. Whoa. So it's 4 years later, and yesterday I was giving a salute to the photographer who did that. The piece I was wearing was by international designer John C. Blaza. He had come from the Americas through the US Embassy, and they did some work in Harare, they did some work in Bulawayo with designers, wara things, Anyway, then through my relationship with the US Embassy, he then asked me to model it. He's like, I don't know what you want to do something with it. Listen, girl, what do I got? Then I had an amazing photographer, Eli. Then Eli says, let's do something nice. Let's do something that will yaga the people. I'm like, okay. And then we did that at 12 midnight. It was cold. It was so cold. So it means it was about this time. So and we were outside. So he played with light and darkness and, photographer language, wara. And then the boobs. And it's a beautiful shot. It was also a celebration of me accepting my body. I am a woman. I want to think I have a beautiful body. My body is my body. If I don't own my body, I can't then allow somebody else to own it or to accept it. So if I accept it, it means that whoever I'm with, listen, they're getting the whole thing, like everything. So we don't love ourselves, Nobody else is going to do it for us. And if we're not confident as women, then people walk all over us. Yes, we met in back and forth. So for me, that was just saying, listen, it's here. Because you don't see anything, actually. You think you see something. You zoom in, zoom out, zoom this way, whatever. But it was just a celebration of the woman's body. Yeah.
Right, so that brings us into the body confidence topic. And I think that's something that, it's a buzzword right now.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
How are you navigating it as Patience?
It's an acceptance. I think conversations with yourself are very important. I don't know, I keep speaking for me. And so when I say for Black women, it's because I'm a Black woman. I can't say as a Black man, as a wara, I don't know. But for me, having conversations with yourself and being honest first with self, right? I'm like Patience, honey. I struggled. I was never the beautiful one. Well, I think I am now, but I'm not sure if it's true. But I was never the beautiful one. I was a tomboy. I was not the skinny one. I was not the light one. I was not the dark one. There was nothing about me that stood out. Even in high school, I think there are people that don't even remember me. I was that person. And then going into life where now, and unfortunately, God has a sense of humor, going into an industry that is all about this and all about this. I don't have Sandra Ndeveles behind me, I don't. It's really hard because then what you have, and then being raised by my mother would always say to me, And I always tell people that I thought that woman hated me. She'd say to me, "You're not the most beautiful girl in the world. You're not the prettiest. You will walk out and people will forget you. So never go through life. Have something. Have something that, well, when you leave, they won't just say, like, do you know when Patience said, wara, 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 you know? And then when I was young and I'm a teenager, I'm like, but this woman, why does she hate me? Because you would think that she'd be like, oh, my baby, you're so beautiful. She's like, no, beauty is nothing, you know? Have more than just beauty. So, and for me, the greatest thing was that, okay, it's great now because when I look at it, then I couldn't because we couldn't afford, we didn't have money. So I didn't do much education at all. So then she would like, educate yourself, read the paper. So I would like, Baleli newspaper, who reads the newspaper? Like, seriously, read. So which is why I then learned to be okay with myself and always be the underdog and continue to read. And my mother like, never leave a conversation without saying anything. So and I imagine myself, Patience, what should we do for the country?
You have something to say.
You see, Mr. President, perpendicularly, I think we should, the GDP of what. Have one thing that I will say, and if I'm quiet for the next 4 hours, it's cool. They will remember that I said something. So, body positivity and all that, it's conversations with yourself. Patience, you're never getting a six-pack, honey. Be healthy, be fit, be happy. So if I am happy inside, I think it then just pours out. Work on yourself, which I'm a work in progress. Work on yourself. So I am healthy. I can't run. I can walk you out because I do like 12K walks. So I can walk you out. I can't run for nothing. And being happy. I'm almost 40. Listen, I need to be happy.
Wow, that's very powerful.
Yeah.
And I love how you're bringing out that you don't have to look a certain way. It's not about the six-pack. It's about just taking care of yourself completely, because a lot of times you find people are focusing on one aspect of their lives and then you're actually not taking care of patience as a whole. So you just go towards, you want to get a six-pack, but are you eating well? Are you surrounding yourself with people who celebrate you? Are you,
Besides that, many people, most of us, a friend of mine likes to say majoring on the minors or something like that. We focus on this. So siyabuda, sifake makeup, yellow, green, yellow, blue, red, wara, inwele ezilengayo ezithini, inzipho pheshi, wara, heels like this. Inhliziyo zethu zimbi. I don't know in English, hasabet. But we are horrible human beings.
Yeah.
To ourselves, to other people. There are people that leave your space and you're like, why was that person here? Because they carry with them so much hurt. And therefore, and you're like, so this doesn't matter. For me, what matters is if you work on yourself, you forgive yourself, you heal yourself for things that you will never know or other people will never know, which is what I'm saying, conversations with yourself. You accept your weaknesses. Know your strengths, like I'm saying. I know I can run, I know I can walk. That's a plus. But know what a good human, if you experience a good human, there are people that are just nice.
The vibes,
like, when you want to touch them because you feel like it will transfer. You're just like, But then like I'm saying. So for me, like it's just like, but it's smoke and screens, mirrors, wara, all those things. But inhliziyo yakho, ingaphakathi yakho, injani? Because everything else esiyenzayo, as umfundisi wami would say, yize neze. Vanity izinto zomhlaba.
That's true. All right, wow, we've gone very deep into that. Maybe we can just move on to your actual work. So we're going into the professional side of Patience. You have a talk show.
I have. Can you hear how I'm now speaking English? I do have a show. I'm lucky to have an online show with Site ZW, Queening with the Empress. It is me. It allows me to have conversations that I would have with people. It's biased towards women because I'm very passionate about women's issues, about equality, about women taking a place in society and making decisions instead of just sitting and being a display. But we've got one woman. Listen, we are not mannequins. We're past that. So it's a conversation. We talk about sexuality, we talk about politics, we talk about service delivery, we talk about beauty, we talk about everything, where it's trying to show people the world from me now. And so I have guests each week that come and talk about something else. This past week, we're talking to a great woman who shared publicly, public figure, who shared about her mental health journey, which I think is a very important topic. She talked about how she had a mental breakdown and bipolar and living life afterwards. So it's a fun, very educative. I cry most of the time because some of the stories are heart-wrenching of what we're going through. Yeah,
I really love how we're really going today. Is like going deep inside.
That's not the point. They gave me a script.
No, that's great. And with the name, how did you choose? I know you call yourself the Empress. How did you pick that name? Why that name?
I really wish I could come up with a very yaga story, But when I went through my transition in my early 30s, I went through the world for me stopped. Everything that I thought I knew, as in came apart. Everything that had mattered to me. I'd lost my mother. I had lost my relationship. My life was just a standstill. Nothing. I shaved off my hair, which was my vanity. And I was like, I just read a book about a woman who said a woman that shaves off her hair is ready to do big things. So I was like, okay, let me shave off my hair. Let me see the big things I'm going to do. I'm still waiting to do them. But then it took me back. And then when I started my natural hair journey, which is interesting, as you would know, natural hair is one thing on Instagram. It's another thing in real life.
That's true.
But then I decided then to have dreadlocks. The guy that does my hair, but the Rastas have I think the Rastafarian way, a woman, Kaizini, is the yaga, she's there. So every time I would go into my hair, they would come in and like, oh, Mother Nature, Empress. Then, when you start to look like they're talking to me, it's me. I was now doing my hair regularly because of that love. And it wasn't like a sexual thing. It wasn't, when on your phone. It's just someone greeting you, but they're greeting you with this
affirming,
oh, child. I was like, and then I asked him, I was like, what's this Empress nonsense, Mother Nature? But I know Mother Nature thing. And then says, no, for us, a woman does not just give life. A woman is everything. So by upholding a woman, you are. And you, as a Rasta man, when they look at you, they need to see your woman. Because if she's happy, if your mother, your sister, your girlfriend, your friend, when you're with them, they trust you, they're protected, they're taken care of, they are loved. Earnestly, not over manga, no. Then you are a man. Only then are you a man. And I'm like, can everybody go into class now? So then he started calling me Empress, and then it just grew. And then, because I used to think I'm a queen, and I'm like, no, queen, we're Elizabeth, what? No, man. From Flapussy, even Elizabeth, no. From Flapussy, I choose to be a Flapussy Empress. And then it just grew. And then it just grew.
Yeah, and I feel like you're really living up to that name, Suits you perfectly. It really does.
I just need a throne and a huge crowd.
I mean, your home is your throne. You did share how you take care of your home.
It is. It's my space. I've like I'm saying, I'm almost 40. And many women shy away from giving their age. I'm not. I'm excited. I'm 40 in about, okay, my maths is shit. It's bad. I'm 40 next year, right? So I'm excited. Many people are like, my woman's age is a secret. It's not a secret. I discovered it's only a secret if you've not achieved a lot in life. Just don't. But so I want to think I've achieved enough. But I'm excited because from where I've come from, when I look at where I am today, that's why I call myself God's favorite, because I'm like, I have no business being where I am. Look, being interviewed by you, I have no business. But somehow life has happened and I am here. So I will go out and work and do the social wara things, do this wara. But I need to go back home to a space that will repair me, that will revive me, that will send me back out into the world that is difficult, but I'll be stronger. And as a creative, you know you need to be creative. You don't just show up and like, Patience, what is your name? Patience, you have to have a theme. You have to think. You have to figure out, how do we do this? So I need to be repaid. I think that's the word. And just what are the English words? Energized. Yes, that's the word. So my home is exactly that. I've created a space where only my people come in, where I'm in charge of the vibe. I'm the bouncer at the gates. I'm in charge of everything. So it's perfect for me. Yeah. It's not just the home. You know, some people have a home just because it's a roof.
It's a house.
No, it's my space. I don't know how to call it. It's my
sacred
haven.
Space, a haven.
Yeah. Konoko, continue. Similarly, all those words. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would say that just sitting next to you, I can feel those vibes.
The lights, girl.
I mean, you're coming from home. I'm sure you feel.
I'm feeling very fresh.
Very fresh.
I'm a very, like I'm saying, when I started my journey of finding myself, I had to look at many things. My spirituality. Who are my people? What did they do? Right? Why am I here? Because I wanted to move forward, but when I say wakumnyama, I couldn't even figure out, like, what must I do? Should I wake up? Should I bath? Right? But so for me to move forward, I needed to then take that honest journey back. Patience to this lechakangapiri umubani. Don't let the city lights lie to you. Don't let whatever television, magazines, music lie to you. Who are you? That's when I discovered who I am. And I discovered, heck, child, why are you wanting to compete? There's enough space for you in the sun, for you. Stop trying to be the next Nala. Stop trying to be the next Vanivan. Stop trying. Be you. Be different. Right? And then I even go clear. You know I don't wear heels, right? I wear tackies. I'm that girl that will show up. If you see me wearing heels, the gig pays a lot. But I'm comfort. Anyone who knows me, I'm team comfort. Right? But this for me was to respect. Like, I come from an amazing clan of women. They're meant to. But the women, like I'm saying, I was raised by my mother. To see my mother do the things that she did with nothing. The world, you know, what the book, like the written, what the theory is, then there's a practical. Because theory will say you can only have a TV show if. But then practically, you can have it because the stars align and the favor finds you and things. Because you need a budget, right? No, but the theme quite has. You know, why don't you wara shiny glittery things here? Why don't you? Which is not you. But then if you stick to you and you are happy with what you have, it then grows. Because you stay true to who you are. This set for me is you, because this is who you are. Sengifike lapha kucazimula kudlani dlani. Bengiyazi ukuthi kanti lapha kahle kahle senzani la. Right?
Yeah.
So for me, it was going back and discovering who am I, right? And stop wanting to equate myself to, hey, me, love me, I want, no. So then I take pride in saying, if you hear, I'm proud of being from Flapusi.
I'm Bella Flappers.
Oh, good. We are the people. I'm proud because I also want to honor them. I'm also, that's my mom and dad's side. I'm proud of being from my family. My dad's side of the family came from Zambia to come and work in Mama in Neshapan. And they stayed. My grandfather stayed for love, Lumandlov. So that's where my mother and father met. But I'm proud of all those things because they make me, I'm proud of being from Bulawayo. Many people, when they think Bulawayo, when I think of Bulawayo, I think of what a beautiful city it is that has beautiful people, that has talented, like mad talent. And people that actually work don't compete. They're not playing on social media with, hey, look at me, I'm on Nala's show, yeah, what. No, they are working. In Bijana yabo yona leyo, they keep growing it organically. And one day, I'm telling you, we shall overcome. And people will be there thinking, who, what? Nah, fam, nah. Let's not compete. That's what I learned. Don't compete. Your lane, patience, Nancy, it's a dust road. Hamba ngayo dust road yakho, it's okay. Abanye bachaya ithara, fremachina, don't catch feelings, catch flies. Wena nethara yakho.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
me. No,
trying to digest.
Me. That's what I've learned. That's what I've learned. That's what I've learned. At times we tend to, we lose ourselves. Sloke business kind of mzini. But maybe tara yami yonale, right? In my dust road, maybe somewhere there's a 4x4. But me, I'm busy crossing over to Keche Fremachina. But if I just focus, who am I? Whose am I? Right? So that's why my thing is, who am I? I'm Shiba's baby. That's my mama's name. I'm Shiba's baby. Whose am I? I'm God's favorite. That's what I always remember. That's why if you see when I sign off, Shiba's baby, God's favorite. Who am I and whose am I? That's it. Oh, when you look about wara, I don't care. Because if I remember, why am I here? There must be something. For me to get to this age, we are living in a time of HIV and AIDS. People are dying. My peers are dying because of sex. I would say people shouldn't have sex, but wow, right now, watching, right? We're living a time of COVID-19. We're losing people. People are leaving and they're going to the diaspora. You are here. Not because you can't or what, but you are here. Your sisters, your uncles, your brothers, your wara, your friends. Oh, why don't you come over here? It's much better. Oh, Zimbabwe, there's nothing for you. Harare, babuhleka. Oh, Panamari, Kubulawaya, Panamkuburuea, Panamari, wara. But you're here. That means you're here for something. There's something that's keeping you here. What is it? So if you focus, it will come to you. It will come to you.
Yo, chill. Wow, patience. That's a lot to digest.
Wow.
Thank you so much for bringing all your wisdom.
Look, it's life is for the living. But we need to be honest with each other. We need to support each other. We need to love each other, to be honest with each other, right? Singajelana manga. Would say, oh, I went to sleep as Nala and I woke up and the show. That's a lie. But also, those that need to know your story, know it. Don't justify nothing. Whatever DSTV or whoever, I don't know. Netflix has bought your show. Don't explain to us. Because those that need to know. So how did you get it? You don't need to know. Don't justify nothing to nobody. Stay. Those that support you will support you. You've got a great team. Sebenzanini. Lingaqalisa ukuthi hey wara somebody say it or somebody must say it to somebody else because that's what they spend their day doing. Wena,
stay in your lane. Stay on your dust road.
Stay in your dust road.
I'll quote you.
Yes, stay in your dust road.
Stay in your dust road.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Thank you so much, Patience. This has been a mind-blowing, eye-opening conversation.
Wow.
And yeah, we really appreciate you coming here, taking your time to share yourself.
Well, thank you so much for calling me.
All right. And thank you so much for joining us, watching till the end. And yeah, till next time, this is Unearth.
Bye.